Jonathan, should letting agents leave the high street and move to an out of office location? Talk to me.
It's a good question. I think it's very location specific, that answer. My view on the future of the lettings industry is that there is huge opportunity for letting agents to change their positioning. I actually firmly believe that if I was to start up a letting agency in say 2 or 3 years' time, I would actually position myself more as a concierge type service, where the first step in the process is finding somebody a property. But then,
Like a tenants agent, like a buyer's agent, but for tenants.
kind of, yeah. But this is more about changing the business model to a degree, or adding to the business model. I think, with the things like the tenant fee ban and this almost forced emphasis on the tenants, agents should be embracing that opportunity, because I think they're in a position to drive their business growth through other services. And arguably, if you're doing that and you have a high street presence, you're going to do it that much better. You can still do it if you have a regional hub, but I think the more face-to-face contact that you do have with a tenant,
Do you think sometimes we forget as an industry that we're a people business?
Yes. Yeah. There was actually, just before we soft launched the business in 2015, it was the then CEO of Granger PLC who said, the lettings industry needs to learn from the hospitality sector, think like a retailer, and treat the tenant customer as king.
Because we don't, do we?
No.
It's all about the landlord.
Yeah.
Sod the tenant.
Absolutely. And from my position as both landlord and tenant, that is completely wrong.
So, what do you think agents should do if they do have a high street presence to make it more relevant and more interesting and get value from it?
They need to give the existing tenants reason to come back. If they're just passing by, pop in. One of the things I'm hearing quite a lot of agents doing is kind of this coffee shop style premises.
Well, Foxton started it 20 years ago, didn't they?
They did, but
no one ever goes in.
Maybe this because they're not giving them enough reason to go in. I was reading online about an independent who had done that, but actually from the street front, it looked like a coffee shop. People were going in there just to have coffee.
Is that the one in Hereford?
I can't remember the name of it. It quite possibly. It certainly wasn't London.
Yeah.
People were going in for coffee and cake, and then they may subsequently become a lettings customer or possibly a sales customer down the line. And I think that is genius.
If it's the one I'm thinking of, I've been there, and the coffee's lovely.
Well, I mean,
it literally is a coffee shop, a proper coffee shop with butties and sandwiches, and at the back there's a letting agency.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Friday, I had a business meeting in my local Costa Coffee. Either side was agents. Now, if they'd been my agents and they said, John, whenever you want to come in for a coffee or need somewhere locally to have a chat with somebody, come in, I would have 100% done that.
Almost become a hub of the community.
Yes, absolutely. And in actual fact, one of the features of our platform is we are enabling our clients to create relationships with the whole of their local community, retailers, to promote those retailers to their customers.
Almost like a local discount card.
But digital.
Excellent.
And from the back of that, not only can they drive savings for their customers.
What does that actually look like then? Is that like a discount card or a code for a website?
It's all digital. It's all on the phone. So, the nitty gritty would come down to the independent retailer, the individual retailer.
So agents could almost set up like a locally based, town-based discount scheme. You could sort it all out for them. It's all digitally based, and it's all focused on them.
We give them the feasibility to do it. We don't necessarily approach the retailers ourselves because we don't know them, and it's impossible for us to deal with thousands of independents all over the UK. We've got the national bit covered, the national big retailers. But a lot of our clients are loving this feature where they can go approach or go up to people that they already know and say, look, I want to help you promote your business to our customer base. Can you give them a discount?
It's fantastic.
And
Because
also,
I'm huge into this. I'm into the concept called digital mayor, where you talk about the locality and become a valuable member of the community by talking about the community, but also by giving back. We're all on the high street. We say the high street's dead, but if we can become the catalyst to saving and making the high street thrive again through the power of technology, it sounds amazing.
If everybody can win from that, there's in this day and age, there's lots of partnerships in business. So if you as an agent can get a cut or get something from your customer when they go and use the local butcher or the local whatever, that's a win-win for everybody, because you've reduced the butcher's customer acquisition cost, blah, blah, blah.
So really, it's not a case of whether you're on the high street or not, it's whether if you are on the high street, you use it to your advantage.
100%.
Thank you.